Junk journaling is one of my favorite hobbies that I've picked up in the last couple of years. It is super easy to get started. So today we're going to go through everything that you need to know to make your first spread so that you can get started junk journaling and find a hobby that uses your hands, that's simple, that doesn't cost a lot of money, and just brings a lot of joy. If you're new here, my name is Jacey. I post all about creativity, low energy hobbies, mental health tips, just really things to make your life feel more like yours and help you reclaim some of your identity outside of productivity and work and just find things that really light you up inside. So to start out, what actually is junk journaling? Basically, junk journaling is very similar to scrapbooking, except you make the spreads out of things that you normally wouldn't save. So things like tickets or business cards, receipts, food wrappers, taking little mundane items from things that you're already doing and then cutting them out and turning them into a full page so that you can make them into something new. I feel like once you turn this brain cell on, you will literally not be able to turn it off, because before I started doing this, I was like, I don't have anything to put in my junk journal. But once I started getting into the mindset of it, I literally see everything as something that could be put in my junk journal. I have become like a little junk gatherer. It is actually getting to be a little bit of a problem how much things I'm saving, but it's creating some really good spreads. So at the beginning of any journal that I do, I like to add a picture of myself in the current moment and then just a letter to my future self. I think that this is such a cute way to mark the beginning of a journal and just help you to capture the moment in time that you were at when you started it. And then you can really get creative with what to add. I'll show you guys some of my spreads so that you can get inspo on the types of things that you can add. Truly, this is your space to do whatever you want, but I want to help start to turn on that filter in your brain so that when you're out and about or you're going through your week, you'll realize the types of things that you can add. So on this page, I took a hiking map from a hike that we went on. I added some business cards in here. I added these 3D glasses from an experience I went to. I added in a card from Ben from our anniversary, which I love adding cards in my junk journal because I'm so sentimental. I love to keep all of the cards that I have, but usually they're just sitting in a drawer. So when I glue them in, they're so much easier to read. I added food wrappers, bookmarks, one of those bracelets from when you go to concerts or movies, a note from my mom, letters that I get in the mail, little photos from events. My mom always gets me balloons for my birthday every year, and I even cut out the balloon and saved it in my journal. This is from when I hit 100K on TikTok, and I printed out all of these comments that you guys left me around it, which is so cute. I just think that this is such a creative way to recap a trip or a specific week or a month and start to develop a perspective that the little everyday moments can be really special and beautiful by turning it into something like this. Okay, now that you're understanding the gist of junk journaling and what it is, let's go into some of the basic supplies that you need to get started. First off is obviously a journal. These are the two ones that I have used, and depending on what style you like, you can go either option. This one is from Art Creations, and I think it's really cute when it starts to get very thick like this, but it is hard to manage, and I feel like I'm not going to be able to finish the whole thing because the bind is going to break. So if you want one that looks like this, you can get a tinier notebook that has a hard cover. But recently I've really been loving this one from Baron Fig because the pages are a lot bigger, and I've done a lot of spreads and it's not getting anywhere near as thick to the Art Creations one. This one has a softer cover and the pages look like this, which is way bigger than the Art Creations one. To show you a spread in this one for comparison, this is a trip that we did to Buenos Aires, and I feel like it's so much fun to do it from a trip because there is just so many things that you can collect, like your boarding pass, photos, little things from restaurants, cards, tickets. So I really love having this one. I'm so happy that I collected stuff during my trip for that spread. The only two other supplies that you really need to do a junk journal spread is a glue stick and a pair of scissors. It is very inexpensive. You don't need any of the other supplies that I'm going to show you. If you're just getting started, this is literally all you need. I tried all of the other fancy tape rollers. I've used this tape roller before, which honestly just runs out pretty quickly and I find is very expensive compared to the glue stick, and the glue stick just works much better. So these are the only two necessities. If you have a journal, a glue stick, and scissors, you are ready to start junk journaling. But if you're looking for some more fun supplies to make your spreads stand out, I really love washi tape. I think that it's so much fun, and I sometimes use these to stick things down in my spread spread instead of glue if I just want to mark the borders of something. I find these on Etsy, at craft stores, on Amazon. I'll link where I've gotten mine below. And the other supplies that I absolutely love is adding stickers to my spreads. I have a whole folder with so many stickers, and I just collect these from a ton of different shops. I just think that these are so much fun to add a little bit of personality and emotion into your spread and to mark different special moments. I'll link some of my favorite sticker books that I use down below. I really like this brand called I Like, which has a ton of different books that are different themes of stickers, and they're very inexpensive. I think they're only a couple of dollars, and you get a lot of stickers for each book. Lastly, I think that these two also help make spreads really fun. I have these markers from Grabby that I tend to doodle over spreads or just add little notes. And then this is a little photo printer. There's a ton of different brands like Kodak, Canon, HPRT that you can connect to your phone and then print out little disposable pictures like this in your spread. Again, not necessary, but if you're looking for fun supplies, I think those are my favorite to add to spreads. I also got this soft binder that has a ton of little pockets in it where I started to keep the different junk from different months because I was collecting a lot of junk. So this binder was helping me to keep a lot of things organized. You definitely don't need this, but if you want to do spreads by specific months, I think that having something like this can be helpful. A lot of times when I post about this, people will tell me that they don't go anywhere or they don't have anything to add to their spreads. While I think that there is truly always something to add to your junk journal, it just requires turning on a little bit of a filter to your brain of what you can actually use in these spreads. I definitely understand there are some weeks where maybe you're sick or you're not feeling well, you don't have time, and you truly just have nothing to add. So for those weeks, I have a couple of ideas that don't require any junk at all if you still want to just add some fun things to your journal. This one is a sticker page that I made where I just put all my favorite stickers down. I feel like this did something for my inner child because when I was younger, I would get a lot of stickers, but I would be so nervous to use them because I just wanted to save them for like a special occasion. So this was very fun for my inner child to just use all of my stickers on the page. This one is a happy page where I just used markers to write out a bunch of things that made me happy. This one is to draw your current mood where you can just kind of doodle how you're feeling. This one is kind of similar to the happy page where I wrote things I'm looking forward to, and then I just branched off a lot of things that I'm excited about. This one I love to do at the start of a new journal or at a milestone moment where I just put an envelope in here and I write a letter to my future or past self. And one day when I meet it, I'm gonna go through my journals and I'm gonna open this up and read what I wrote, which I think will be so cute. I love doing things like that. There are so many things that you can put in here that help you to embrace imperfection and give yourself a little bit of permission to do literally whatever you want inside your journal. Like, this is your space to do anything that your little heart desires. If you're a little bit more experienced with junk journaling and you just want a space to do junk journaling together, I actually posted a craft with me video where I did it in real time. So I will link that down below if you want to go watch that one and pretend that we're having a little craft play date together. If you want me to do another craft with me video, let me know because that was so fun to make. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome to my cozy corner of the internet. I'm so happy you're here. You might have already seen my videos on Instagram or TikTok, but I really love YouTube so much and I love hanging out with you guys for longer than 60 seconds. So make sure that you subscribe. I'm starting to post videos every single week, which is so exciting, and I would just love to see you here again. So let me know if there's any types of videos you want me to post in the comments, if there's anything that you're working on, if you have any junk journal questions, I'm so happy to answer them. Otherwise, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, your night, your week, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!